Hi there, sports fans. This is PlayitRight TV, and I'm Kinito Hanson.
And I'm Diane Casillo. Thank you for joining us on another episode. As always, we have some super special guests that are going to be talking to us about the upcoming Southeast Asian Games.
And that's the talk of the town right now, the SEA Games coming up that will be held in Hanoi, Vietnam. And in tonight's episode, we've got representing the Philippine men's basketball 5-on-5 team. First off, Coach Chot Reyes himself. Hi
Hi,
there,
Kinito. Thanks for having me. Hi, Dayan.
Hello,
And
Coach Chot.
yeah, two players representing the Philippine team, one from Ateneo, one from LaSalle. Let's welcome them both. First off, from the Ateneo Blue Eagles, here he is, William Navarro.
Hello po. Hello everyone.
Hi there, William.
Hello.
Nice to see you. And then
Hi, William.
from the LaSalle Green Archers, now playing for TNT in the PBA, he's called the Man of Steel. And that's no reference to Superman, although you can't say that he might be a Superman himself. That's Steal, none other than Kib Montalbo, right here.
Hi, sir. Hi, Mom Diane. Thanks for having me.
Hi, kid.
Okay, my first question is for Coach Chot Reyes. Let's flash the players of our national team on our screens. We've got the 12 players. We're not calling them the dirty dozen. I'd like to call them the magnificent dozen. And Coach Chot, how would you describe this lineup of 12 able-bodied gentlemen?
Well, when we were first given this task for the SEA Games, we wanted to put together a team that was a combination of a lineup that could get the job done. Of course, win the Southeast Asian Games to win the gold medal, but with the view of still taking a look at the development of the program moving forward. And so, as you can see in the lineup, we have a mix of veterans and young players. And young, we classify them as 25 and under. And the two guys with us here today, si Kib Montalbo and Will, are part of that young group together with George Go and Francis Lebron. And of course, Thirdy Ravenna is, we've already earmarked him together with Dwight Ramos as, the leaders of the program moving forward. So we wanted to get some more younger guys in, but circumstances prevented that. But we're very happy with the lineup that we have been able to put together.
Okay, let's check out the names right now on your screens. First up, that's Isaac George Go. And then you've got Junmar Fajardo, Matthew Wright, Kib Montalbo. On the second row, that would be Kevin Alas, Lebron Lopez, William Navarro, and Kiefer Ravenna. On the third row, that's Thirdy Ravenna. And then R.R. Pagoy, Troy Rosario, and Mo Tautua. Coach Chot, you had a choice of getting a naturalized player, and you picked Mo Tautua. Why was that choice a perfect one for you?
Well, we took a look at the competition, and we are worried about Marquis Bolden of Indonesia. We have an idea of the way we play, of the way he plays. He's tall, he's quick, he's long, and we felt that the person that could match up, Mo, would be a good matchup against Marquis. Obviously, Ange Kwame is our resident naturalized player, but Ange is still playing right now in the UAP. So that strikes him off the list. And we were also thinking of Christian Stanhardinger. However, when we started practicing, the PBA finals was still ongoing, and we felt it would be too difficult for the players who are in the finals to go from finals into training for the SEA Games. And that's why we thought Mo was going to be the best choice, and that's the reason why we originally had Japet here also. But as you know, Japet had an injury in the playoffs, and even if he was already able to play towards the end of the finals, he came to practice and he's still not 100%. So that's the reason why we think that to be able to match up against Indonesia's naturalized player, we think that Mo is the best guy that we have for that job.
Coach, looking at this lineup, how many players actually played for the Philippine team that won the gold medal in the 2019 Southeast Asian Games? I see Matthew right there, and
Yeah.
I know that
It,
Kiefer Ravena has played in what, five Southeast Asian
Yeah, I
Games
think he's
teams?
going for his six now. I think
Mhm.
those two, if I'm not mistaken, just the two of them. Because remember that last one was with Coach Tim Cohn was full of Hinebra players naman because they had very little time. Remember in 2019, so Coach Tim put
Yes.
together mostly the mainstays of his team already. That's why because Hinebra was in the finals, we couldn't bother them too much for the Sea Games, and that's why we opted for the players who are more well rested and who are a lot more readily available.
Okay, well, guys, we have a roster of questions to ask each and every one of you. And we'll start it off with Coach Chot. What we talked about earlier, that's just the introduction. Marami po tayong mapapag-usapan dito. And then, of course, towards the end, Diane and I have a special surprise for all of our viewers. This has become the fun segment of our show, and this is called the Quick Fire Questions, where we ask the individuals here in this episode some very quick questions and they will respond with very quick answers. Okay, my first question, formally now for Coach Shot is let's talk about the pressure of winning the championship. Philippines has won 18 of the 20 Southeast Asian Games gold medals in five of
Unbelievable. What a
basketball. Yeah,
record.
since 1977. We haven't lost a championship since, I think it might have been 1987, so it's been a while. Coach Shot, how huge is the pressure on your shoulders to keep that winning streak for the Philippines?
That's the very first thing that we talked about. If you will ask Will and Kib in our very first team meeting, that's the first thing we said that this is really a very difficult position to find yourself in because everyone expects you to win, and that's why that pressure is just enormous. And in the same token, we know that the rest of our neighbors in Southeast Asia have taken major strides in their development in basketball as well. They've upgraded their rosters, not only Indonesia, Vietnam with their Vietnam Americans as well. Thailand has always been a problem. So we know that the pressure is on us. We realize and we are aware of that pressure. We recognize and we embrace that pressure, and but we decide that we are just focusing on the things that we can control, and the things we can control is just how hard we work in practice, how well we play together, and the kind of game that we put on the basketball court. So we understand the pressure is there. We embrace it. We're not running away from it. But to answer your question, yeah, we know and we feel that there's huge pressure in this endeavor.
And of course, you've got Coach Chot Reyes, who's used to this kind of pressure and who can speak to the team in the best possible manner, di ba? But my next question is for Kib. So you had your baptism of fire with the national team. You played in the World Cup qualifiers against India and New Zealand. So, what's it like playing in international basketball? And how excited are you to represent the country and play in another, in the Sea Games in Vietnam?
Uh, Actually, I feel, parang ma-feel mo yung weight of the country or that you're, yung Pilipinas, the name in front of your jersey. It's an honor to play for the national team, and it's a dream of mine. I'm actually really looking forward to the Sea Games. I just stayed ready, ma'am, and hopefully this upcoming Sea Games will get the gold.
Looking at your history, you were born and raised in Greece, and you've played extensively as a national player. You played for the Philippine team in the World Cup qualifiers, in the Olympic qualifiers, in the Asia Cup qualifiers, and now you're in a position to win a gold medal in this international competition. Was this something in your sights when you started playing basketball at the age of 12 and spending 5 years in Greece playing in those leagues?
Honestly, I never imagined I would be in this position right now. Kasi ever since talaga, it was a dream of mine to sing with Kib, na to represent the country. So I'm just really happy to be here right now.
Well,
Super
that's an
excited,
amazing
right?
story.
Coach,
Yeah, and Diane,
yeah.
especially with William, because born in Greece, his father is seaman, and his mother, Marielle. By the way, today is Mother's Day, and we're celebrating that today. Today is Sunday, of course, and yeah, so I'm sure all of our guests here will have a chance to wish their mothers a happy Mother's Day later on in the show. But Diane, please go ahead.
Coach Chot, you talked earlier about how the other countries have really leveled up and improved their program. In your opinion, how difficult is it going to be to win the gold, and how many tune-up games are there left?
Yeah, well, like I said, we're not taking this lightly. We feel the challenge is enormous. The teams, I know the teams we've been stalking, kind of stalking the other teams. So we are keeping tabs on their preparation. We know that Indonesia has been in a training camp for more than a month already. So we feel that they are really working very hard and preparing hard. So the challenge is enormous. We've had two tune-up games already. Thankfully, Talk and Text, we played them last week. It was I'll be the first to say we played very poorly. We found a way. Yeah, we ended up winning, but unfortunately, Kip twisted his ankle in that game. But today we played. This morning we played against NLEX, and I thought we played much better. We came out also on top, uh, and I think we our game uh, from now compared to last week has grown tremendously. I think the team is shaping up, but we are still quite a ways from being where we are because of all of the absences. As you know, the Ravenna brothers aren't here yet. Matthew Wright isn't here yet, and even Kib has been out of practice because of his injury. And you all know the situation with Kevin Alas, right? He's in the lineup, but we're not sure if he can really make it because of the issue with his wife, with Selena. We're all praying for her, of course. And that's why we have JD Tungkaba as a backup in case we are allowed to still make a change, even if we've submitted our 12. So these are the challenges that are facing us, those that we have to deal with first here. But the other eight, nine men who are regularly coming to practice, their dedication has been unbelievable, very impressive, and we're really leaning on them to bear the brunt of the ability to continuously win games come the Southeast Asian Games time.
Let's go now to Kib. Kib, you bring a lot of energy to the game, especially with your intensity, and you're called the man of steel because of the way you handle yourself defensively, but you're never shy to take that open 3-point shot. So you've proved yourself on both ends. You've got a quick release, you've got a quick first step. But tell me, why do you think Coach Shot picked you for the national team? What do you hope to contribute in Vietnam?
I think Coach Chot saw uh, the work that I put in my game, just the constant day-to-day improvements, of just wanting to get better each day. Um, I actually want to, help the team when it comes to setting up my teammates, especially get the ball to Junmar, get the ball to Mo. Those little things, especially communicating with my teammates. I try to do all those little things that no one sees and, yeah, be the best at it.
Okay. Kib, mukhang meron kang mga roommate dyan na niloloko ka. Sino-sino ba
No,
nandyan?
no, no,
Kasama
no,
ko.
no. It's just me, sir.
Ah,
It's just me.
Yeah.
okay.
Can I say something just about Kib
Yeah, yeah.
Kinito? Yeah.
Okay.
When we chose Kib, we I actually talked to him to say if he was willing to come in and be part of the pool as a backup because we were already set in our point guard rotation with Robert Bolick, with Kevin Alas, and Dwight Ramos as our third point guard. But we asked him, "Are you willing to still come and play and train with the team with no assurance of a roster spot?" And Kib willingly said, "Yes, no problem." And sure enough, Robert Bolick had to fly to the US to be with his ailing father, and then Dwight Ramos couldn't get out of his Japanese league obligations. So we are down to basically one point guard in Kevin Alas, and so Kib very seamlessly has been able to ease into that situation. So that's, I think, a testament to just the willingness of Kib to serve, and he came even without an assurance of making the slot. The same thing with Will. There was never any assurance that he would make the lineup, but again, things happened. Japet wasn't going to be available, and Dwight Ramos couldn't come, and now Will has earned his roster spot. So I just wanted to tip my hat off to these two guys, Kenito.
Well, kaya-kaya naman ni Kib yan. Pinakita niya throughout his basketball history. Kib, we're always rooting for you. But Kib
Thank you,
mentioned
sir.
something about bringing the ball to Mo Tautua and Junmar Fajardo. Coach Chot, I'd like to ask you, are you thinking of playing both Junmar and Mo together? Sometimes in their San Miguel playing days, they actually alternate for each other.
Secret, huwag natin sasabihin sa kalaban ng ating plan.
Okay.
Well, you know naman how we play, right, Kenito? It's
Uh-huh.
very we want to have a lot of different combinations. We have to have what we want to give the opponents different looks. So we wouldn't be surprised at the kind of the combinations that we field in the games.
Okay. Diane, you have a question for William?
Yeah, William, about do you think you're gonna be playing in the PBA this season, and what do you think that's gonna be like?
Remember, William was drafted by Northport, but he, of course, had his obligations with Gilas. So, nice question from Diane, William.
Yeah, actually, I'm not so sure about that yet. Kasi I signed the contract for 2 years with the Gila. So, I don't know. It's up to my agent.
Okay. Oh,
2 years, huh? 2 years.
depende pa,
So
depende.
that's good.
Pero, yeah, but that avenue will always be open.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to have a follow-up question kay Coach Chot about the non-availability of the players. Is that something that you already foresaw, if there's such a word, that you already had like backups and I mean things like that happen given the situation right
Yeah.
now? Are you really bothered about that or no?
Yeah, well, my experience with the national team programs is we've never had a situation where we said, okay, this is the 12 or 15 or 16 guys, and that's it. There was always something that comes up, and sure enough, this Southeast Asian Games run up is no different. So we first had a long list of 28 or something players, which we pruned down to 16, and we submitted that to the organizers, and then last Saturday they asked for the final 12, and so all throughout the process, all of these things happened, right? And so all of the things that from the time we came up with the original lineup to now, uh, we're lucky to be able to build in the kind of contingency measures. Before I forget, Calum Harris also was one guy we were thinking of putting in the SEA Games roster. However,
Oh yeah.
the under 17 FIBA Asia under 16 schedule came out, and they're playing on June 12th. So that means they're in the thick of practice now. And
Ah.
if we pull Calum out to be with us in the SEA Games, he's gonna miss like 10 or 12 days of practice. And Calum is the
Mm.
main. He's the leader of that under 17 team that Coach Josh Reyes is putting together. So we felt it was going to be very
Mm.
difficult for Calum to have two focal points. I mean, he's preparing for the Southeast Asian Games, and then he's preparing for the under 16. Remember, he's only 16 years old.
Yeah.
So we felt it's better for him to
Right,
focus
right.
on
I was
the
gonna say he has
yeah.
time. He has time.
He better for him to focus on the under 16. But he's still part of the men. He still comes to practice every day. He played in their tune-up game today.
Oh,
Hopefully,
that's
maybe in the
nice.
third window, he'll get a chance to join the men's team. So he's still part of all of the preparation. But just there's a lot of people wondering and asking about Caleb, and that's the reason why
How is he doing
we
pala si
decided that.
Caleb?
I think he's doing very well. He's improving a lot, getting used to the way we play here, getting used to the Pinoy style, the physicality, and the fact that he's practicing twice a day. He's practicing for with the under 16 and he's practicing with the men's team. I
Wow.
think is
Talaga?
really improving. Yeah, it's really improving his game. Everybody else, Kim and
Great.
the talk and text players, they're also practicing 2 a days. The San Miguel players, Isaac Go with the Terra Firma, all of the PBA players, they're practicing with their mother teams, and then they're also practicing with Gilas. So it's no joke the dedication of these players.
And of course, Caleb
For
Harris.
sure.
Well, our viewers will attest that PlayitRight TV had him first for an interview, and we had a chance to talk with Caleb and his family. So it was a great episode to get to know this very young talent who has a tremendous potential. But Coach Shot, you mentioned again Mo Tautua. He won a gold medal for the Philippines in the 3-on-3
3x3, yeah.
division of the 2019 Southeast Asian Games. Now he gets a chance to win a gold medal in the 5-on-5. How crazy is that? How rare is that? And Coach Shot, I'm sure he's
Yeah.
very thankful to you for giving him that opportunity, Coach.
Well, he's playing very well. I really hope he sustains his form all the way to the tournament. But wala akong masabi. He's been a joy to coach. Never missed. Never been late for a practice. Junmar, unbelievable. Also, his work ethic. The our kuyas, the veterans, are really showing the younger guys. They're really role modeling what it is to be a national team player, and
Well,
we're
that's
very
great.
very happy for that.
Yeah, that's great to know. Well, we also know that the Southeast Asian Games would be one step in the preparation for the 2023 World Cup. I mean, that's the ultimate goal.
Yes.
And with the cancellation of the
Yes.
Asian Games, do you think that we will need more competition to get ourselves better prepared for the World Cup, Coach? Nawala yung Asian Games all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think we need to continue playing. That's the best preparation. And the ability to get the other guys as well. Right now, hopefully after the UAP for the we were hoping for the FIBA Asia Cup that we are going to have the younger players. So Ange Kwame, Balti Baltazar, Carl Tamayo, Dave Ildefonso, all those guys. We can't wait to get them as well and playing competitive games on the Asian level because, like I said, in the end, we hope to be able to put together the best lineup for the World Cup.
Well, Coach Shot, we are informed that starting in August, the Bay Area Dragons team of the EASL will be based in Manila. And no less than the CEO of the East Asia Super League has offered his team to be the sparring partner of Gilas. Now, we understand that this EASL team will be coached by a good friend of yours, and the announcement will be made next week. We also understand that they will have a 610 import because they're hoping to play in the second conference of the PBA. But one of their players is a 7'6" Chinese center. And would you welcome this opportunity to spar with the Bay Area Dragons, Coach Shot?
Yes, I'd love to. And I don't know if we can mention his name, but their coach, like you said, is a good friend of mine. Unfortunately, I think he's also the coach of another team that we're going to be playing against here in Asia. And so I don't know. We have to take a look at how that thing unfolds, Kinito.
That should be interesting.
Kaya nga.
Yeah.
Diane?
All right, Kib. So going back to the Southeast Asian Games, the opportunity to win a gold medal for the country is so exciting and a dream for many athletes like you. Um, sa tingin mo, how will this compare to, let's say, you're winning the title in the UAAP and the PBA?
Oh, it's very different, ma'am. Just even imagining it, just even singing the national anthem, parang natiri-ay nga ako dun.
Mm.
So it's a very different feeling to represent the country. Yung sabi nga ni Coach, the pressure that comes with it. So we just embrace it, and I look forward to it. I actually, binivisualize ko na yan ngayon pa lang. To
Visualize,
win
huh?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, Kib, you've won a UAP championship with LaSalle. You've won a PBA championship with TNT. And this could be a crowning glory, another jewel in your cap. And Kib, we wish you the best of luck for that.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate
Well,
it.
for William, we're talking about guys with championship pedigree. This guy, William Navarro, won a championship in the NCAA, has won 2 championships in the UAAP. And how rare is that, Coach Chot, for a player to win
Yeah.
championships in both collegiate leagues? My question
That's
to William
true.
is, what can you take from your collegiate experience that you bring to the international game?
I think yung competitiveness and yung willing to give it everything that you've got. And basically just doing everything that you can in order to help the team talaga. Kasi yun din yung purpose ko dito sa team na to, is just to do whatever Coach Chot wants me to do, and give it my all.
I think it's a great thing.
All right.
If you have an opportunity like
Yeah.
this, Diane.
Fantastic. When is your first game, Coach Chot?
We still have no schedule. We haven't had. We're told that it starts on the 16th, on May 16. But in regards an actual game schedule, we don't have it yet.
And when will
Okay,
you be
now-
flying to Vietnam?
Friday the 13th.
Okay, that's a lucky number and a lucky day.
Yep.
Well, wish you all the luck, Coach Chot. And at this point,
Yes.
Diane, let's get into our quickfire segment, and we'll ask the first question to Coach Chot Reyes. And okay, Coach.
Ano
Our
ba
first
ibig sabihin ng quick fire? Hindi ako pwede mag-isip? Ganun ba yun? Quick fire?
Oo, dapat kung ano.
Yeah,
yung
first thing that
agad.
comes to your mind.
Instinct. Okay,
First thing that comes to your
question. Tim Cone or Tab Baldwin?
Team Cone. Good friend.
Okay.
Barkada ko yun eh.
mind. Okay,
Okay. Kib Montalbo.
turn you.
I'll do these questions first, and then you'll do the next set of questions, Diane. Kib Montalbo. Jason Castro or L.A. Tenorio?
Jason Castro.
Okay. William Navarro. Ateneo or San Beda?
Ateneo.
Okay. Diane, you're set.
Hirap naman mga tanong yan.
Okay, Chot,
Go.
who wins? Ateneo or UP?
Ateneo.
What's your pick? Ateneo or UP?
Ateneo.
Okay. Kib, steal or assist?
Steal.
Okay.
And for William, offense or defense?
Defense.
Wow, okay.
Defense.
Well, we know that William's a two-way player and more known for his defense than his offense, but that's an interesting answer from Kib Montalbo. He chose steal over assist. Coach
Because he
Chot?
doesn't pass the ball.
Yun, inabahan ka tuloy. Okay, here's the next set of questions. Coach Chot, who wins the NBA title this season?
Oh. Warriors.
Wow,
No.
Warriors. Okay. Talo yung Miami Heat kanina by 20. Sakit.
Yeah.
Okay. Kib Montalbo, favorite teammate all time?
Wow.
Roger Pugoy.
Roger
Good
Federer. Okay.
question. Who?
Baka
Roger
magtapos
boy.
si Aljun Melesio.
Wala, I can't think of. It's quick fire,
I
sir.
forgot. Okay.
Hirap ng
William
quick
Navarro.
fire.
Diba? William Navarro, Greece or the Philippines?
Oh,
Both. Joke. Philippines.
Safe answer.
Philippines. Okay. Well, okay. That wraps up our quick fire
Thanks.
segment. Yeah, and we want to thank you guys for joining. But before you go, since it's Mother's Day today, we'd like each and every one of you to greet your mothers. And I'm sure they're tuning in and they'd like to hear what you have to say about their influence on your lives. Coach Chot.
Well, I'd like to greet my mother who's in the US in LA. A happy Mother's Day. She has influenced me in so many ways, but I think the most major influence that she had is the role modeling what it is to persevere because life wasn't very easy for her being a mother of six kids and just keeping the peace at home and having our home functioning. I saw a lot of perseverance in that task. Also, the mother of my children, obviously, Cherry. I'd like to greet a
Yes.
happy Mother's Day. Her influence is she's made me a good coach because she gives very good instructions. She gives a lot of instructions, and that's made me a very good
Talaga?
instructor.
Well, I think Cherry has also influence in the way you have your hair, the way it
Yeah.
is. And
Are you gonna
you
keep
look
it that way
smart.
for the SEA Games? You're gonna keep it that way? You're not gonna color it now, coach?
No, no more na. Hirap mag-color.
You're telling me.
Yeah.
Pero
Okay, Kim.
super galing
Yeah,
naman
go ahead,
sila
go
sa
ahead.
Tony and Guy.
Yep.
No, I was
Tony and Guy.
just
Number one, number one. Okay, for Kim now,
considering
we'll
his
give
foot.
you the chance to greet your mom on Mother's Day.
Hi, Ma. She's in Bacolod right now. I just want to wish you a happy Mother's Day. Her influence to me, I saw how hard she works, and it made me a better player. It helped me who I am now because of the work ethic that she uh, gives to our family, and I just translated it to my work ethic in basketball. So I appreciate you, Ma. I love you, and I miss you.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful message.
Sweet.
And
That's
William?
sweet. That's sweet.
Yeah, I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to my mom. I'm really thankful for everything that she have done to me. Yung paggay niya sa akin, tsaka sa sister ko. Ayun, super thankful for everything and sa pagmamahal din. Thank you.
Wow, thank you then, William. William, before we go, I have to ask you this question. There is a Filipino Greek player who's playing for the Greek national team, for the women's team. Her name is Leila. Do you know her at all?
No, I don't know her.
No? Oh, we had a chance to interview her once, and
Really?
she's very open about being half Filipina. But
Mm,
yeah, she was born and raised in Greece. And what I'll do is I'll get you her contact details, and maybe at some point you might want to touch base with her because she was also hoping that she's now in her 30s, that after her stint with a club competition, that maybe she could also help out Philippine basketball. That would be nice.
uh, okay, okay. Sige po.
Okay, thanks. Again,
Well,
thank you
thank
very
you
much,
so
guys.
much, guys, for
Thank
being
you,
with
Thank
us.
you
everyone.
for having
Thank
us, and
you.
thank you for
Southeast
having us today,
Asian
Mom.
Games. We're so excited for you to win the gold, and I know you're gonna give it. We know you're gonna give it your 100%, 1,000%, and we'll be cheering for you. And I'll be going to Vietnam, so looking forward to seeing you win your games. God
Go
bless.
for
Thank
gold,
you.
Thank you,
Thanks
guys.
for
thank you,
having
Mom.
Thanks
us.
for
Thank
being
you.
on
Salamat.
Go
Playit
for
Thank you
gold,
Right.
guys.
Salamat.
po.
Salamat.
Well, Dan, that was really an interesting conversation we had. We also invited Mo Tautua, but he backed out at the last minute. We'll still try to get him because it's interesting his story of having won a gold medal in the 3-on-3 competition in the 2019 Southeast Asian Games,
Yeah,
and now
very,
getting a
very.
chance to win a gold in 5-on-5 as a naturalized player. And he really has to thank Coach Chot for giving him that rare chance. And of course, Kib Montalbo and Will Navarro, two very inspiring young guys, the part of the young brigade of Gilas. We also invited Matthew Wright. I think there might have been a little miscommunication because he's flying in. He actually confirmed, but I think he might have gotten his time zones incorrect. So maybe in a future episode of PlayitRight TV, we'll still try to get Moto2 and Matthew Wright for you. Well, Diane,
Well,
thanks very much.
hats off
I
to,
know you're the General
yeah.
Santos.
Pardon?
I said, I know you're in General Santos. Give a regards to the senator.
Yes. For sure, calling it the biggest fight of his life for the country, for the country. I wanted to say that I want to take hat off the Philippine, the Basketball Association of the Philippines for again putting together a great team for making all the adjustments. Coach Chot, of course, and it's just we hear it over and over again. Just the pride and honor of each of our athletes to be able to represent the country, like we heard from Kib and William today. Mabuhay kayo, and we know that you're going to be able to win that gold for the Philippines in the sport that Filipinos love, and that is basketball. So thank you again for joining Kinito and I on this episode. Before we go, we would like to invite you to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, PlayitRight TV. And also, please visit our sister company, our sponsor that makes this show happen, PlayitRight.com. They have lots of quality products, your favorite brands at amazing, super affordable prices. So please check it out, PlayitRight.com, especially now during the summer where we know you're going to be very, very active. All right, that's going to do it for us this episode. I'm Diane Castillejo.
And this is Kinito Henson.
See you next time on Play It Right TV.